So we just had a Fort River fair of some sort, and tell me what the fair was, and then I'm going to ask Daddy questions because he's got to go back to work. What was the fair?
Okay, the fair is to celebrate the beginning of the school year, and so there's a potluck,
Yes.
and everybody brings all the sixth grade brings a dessert.
Yes.
And you could buy pizza for $5, a drink for $2, and a dessert by donation and a drink for $2.
And you designed a game.
And each group in the sixth grade designs a game they want to do.
What was the name of your game?
My game was called Find the Goat with Monty Hall.
Okay, and what were the rules of the game? How did it work?
So it's kind of like Let's Make a Deal with Monty Hall or The Price is Right, where there are three doors. Well, this is in the Monty Hall version.
Yes.
There are 3 doors, and behind one of the doors is a car, and behind the other 2 is a goat.
Okay.
And you pick a door, like say you pick door number 2, and the car is behind door number 3. Then Monty would reveal door number 1 that has a goat.
Yeah.
And then he'd ask you, do you want to stay on...
Why don't you explain how you did the game?
Yeah, I know, I'm getting to that. He'd ask you, do you want to stay or switch? And let's say you'd switch to door number 3 and you'd get the car.
Okay.
Anyway, so you get the idea. But anyway, in our version, you want to find the goat.
Not the car.
Not the car.
And what was the actual car that you used?
A picture of a car taped to a folder so it would stand up.
Okay, fine. And what did you use for a goat?
We used my friend Faraz.
But there was a lot of competition to be the goat.
Yes.
And who else? Now, one grown-up got to be the goat. Who was that grown-up? Daddy. Okay, so Jeff, what was it like to be a goat?
Kind of cramped.
Well,
Instead of doors, there's boxes.
Okay, so what happens with the goat?
Well, the goat hides in a box,
Yes.
and you put the 2 car folders in the other 2 boxes.
And where did we get the boxes?
At Sears on the way back from a soccer game.
Right, so like one
In the
was maybe
dumpster. I climbed in the dumpster.
Right, and like there was like a refrigerator box maybe, or a dishwasher box. Jeff, what made you decide that you wanted to be a goat?
Everyone else was doing it. It seemed like they were having fun, so I wanted to give it a try.
And was it what you had hoped it would be to be a goat?
Yeah.
Anything surprising about being a goat? Anything that's kind of going to inform your later life?
Well, I was just pleased that we stumped the contestant.
Ah, you did not get picked. So you stumped. Well, what does it mean to stump the contestant?
It means that the contestant doesn't get the goat.
Okay, so like, what are the rules? What's the contestant allowed to do?
So they pick 1, 2, or 3, and let's say the goat's in number 2, and like they pick box number 1, and then you reveal box number 3 because there's a car in there.
Yes.
And we ask them, do they want to stay, or do they want to switch to box number 2?
Right.
And then they stay on box number 1, and then we open it, and then there's a car in there, and so they lose.
And what percentage of people stayed versus switching?
A lot of people stayed.
A lot did. And when
Ben figured out that if you switch, you're better off.
Really? And Jeff, when you were the goat, did the person stay or did they switch?
They stayed. Yeah.
They stayed. And what box number were you?
2.
Okay. All right. And so what happens if they find the goat?
Then they get to enter a raffle, and they get 2 pieces of gum.
Oh.
And
Sugarless gum.
Sugarless gum.
Tried it?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Yeah.
And if they win the raffle, they get a box of goodies that consists of 3 Flexigods, 9 paperclip launchers, an origami bird that really flaps, a game of checkers with rubber bands and a hole in the middle with a wall divider, and an origami boomerang.
Wow. That's quite a haul.
And a pack of gum.
Right. Like the that was like a 10, 10 pieces of Trident all in one pack, right?
No, 18.
18. That's quite a gift. And the game that was with the checker things. Jeff, did you help get the parts for that?
Yes.
And what were the parts?
Furniture sliders.
Okay. And how'd you think of using furniture sliders?
Well, it was pretty good.
Yeah. What made you think to use those?
Well, we were looking for checkers, but the checkers were really small. They were like this.
Yeah.
And so we just found furniture sliders that came in packs of 4, and we got 3 packs of those to get 12.
And you got those at the dollar store.
Yeah.
And then that game was just like a large, low cardboard box,
Mhm.
right? That
No, I mean, it was a high cardboard box, but I cut it
okay, and then you built a little partition in the middle
Yep. with a hole in the middle.
of the hole. And we'd seen this game in Montreal, hadn't we?
Mhm.
What's it called? Do we know the name of it?
I have no idea.
We don't know. Dakota, did you play Find the Goat, Kitty Cat? Meow. Did you play Find the Goat? And what happened if they found the goat?
Well, if they found the goat, they got to enter the raffle, and they get 2 sticks of gum.
Okay.
So
And
they tried it. Gum.
and so, did kids like this game?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of
They
fact,
loved it.
they loved it.
It was a wild success.
As a matter of fact, I was at the table giving out the gum, and every single moment there were like 3 or 4
We
kids.
never
in line.
had a time where there weren't anybody there.
We had to cut off the line
Yeah.
because it was time to do the raffle, and a bunch of kids came back and said it's time for the raffle because we said the raffle was going to be at 7. They're like, "What? It's time for the raffle," and we still had kids in line. And then Miss Sawicki said, "We got to wrap up the games." All right, so
One improvement you could do, Cam?
What?
I would have given the winners 2 raffle tickets and the losers 1 raffle ticket. Because they should have had a ticket just for playing.
well, by the end we did do that. Some
Well,
people.
but no, by the end, everybody had found the goat.
See, that's the other rule, Jeff. If you don't find the goat the first time, you can come back 15 minutes later
Yeah, I
and
mean,
play again.
I told everybody they could come back 15 minutes later, and most of them did, and then won it, and then entered the raffle. And the
Yeah.
ones that didn't and just gave up, they didn't get.
Yeah, and some people, and when there wasn't enough time for people to have another chance. There was a kid that we'll just put your name on the ticket. Yeah. But then it was a little tricky because one person who won the raffle wasn't there, and so we couldn't give it to them.
Yeah,
So we went to the next person in line, and who won the raffle?
Aria did.
Aria, our buddy Aria, which is nice because then their whole family can enjoy all those things. Jeff, did you play the game?
No.
Did you regret not having a chance to play?
No, I knew how it worked, but it was an interesting
You
problem.
you got us pizza, which was very handy because we were hungry because we didn't have a single moment to go anywhere, right?
Mhm.
Cameron, what did you like best about the game?
I liked all of it.
It was funny how everyone was so eager to play all different roles. How many people wanted to be the goat?
For us, Eric. Well, how many people were the goat? Or
Yeah, how many people were the goat? Yeah.
okay, including you.
Well, I didn't get to be the goat, but that's okay.
You want to be.
I did want to be the goat once,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's okay.
Okay, so we have me, Eric, Walker, Faraz, you, Daddy, Ryan, Sam, Harry,
Sam was the goat once too?
Yeah.
Oh, Harry was the goat
Yeah.
too? Oh.
and Daddy.
Wow.
Eric too, wasn't
Eric,
I
we
counted
counted
him.
Eric. I
That's
actually
10.
wasn't a goat. I was
Yeah,
just running
so
the
9.
table. That's pretty good. Was there anybody who wanted to be a goat who didn't get a chance to be a goat? Did Alex want to be a goat? No, he just played.
Oh no! Alex said early on, "Can I be the goat?" And I was like, "No, Alex, no, you're not in our group."
Oh, okay.
And
Was
he
I
didn't
the
ask
oldest
anymore.
goat?
Yeah, you were the oldest goat.
Yeah, and everybody wanted to be the goat, but then you got more lax and let anybody be the goat
Yeah.
even if they weren't in the group.
Oh yeah, there was another girl who went in the box and pretended to be the goat, and we had to kick her out.
Well, and Eric kept trying to go in boxes.
No.
didn't he?
He was just adjusting the cars,
Oh.
but he wasn't getting out fast enough.
Oh, I see. I thought he was trying to be goat number
No,
two.
he was adjusting the cars
Oh,
in the
okay.
boxes.
All right. You need some help there, little Dakota. Can you get through? Just a second,
no.
Kitty. Just a
He
second.
can't get through.
There you go. There. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Hello.
Hi, Tango.
Okay, so Cameron, anything else you want to say about the game? Did it come out the way you had hoped?
Oh, better.
Why better?
Well, it was just so much more successful.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really quite remarkable. And the kids, they really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
And they got into it. Like some kids didn't understand, like they'd say, I'll take box 3. And then you'd say, okay, let's see what's in 1. They'd say, no, I picked 3. And I'd have to explain, no, you still got your pick, but you're going to get a chance to switch if you want. They're like, oh, okay. And then they'd take it very seriously, and then you'd say, okay, now you could stay where you are, or you could switch. They'll say, I'll stay. It's a very serious matter. Oh, funny.
Yeah, like one girl, I said, would you like to switch, or would you like to stay? And she'd be like, oh, I think I'll stay. No, I'm gonna switch.
And did she get it?
I think she did.
Oh, good.
You're telling people that you have better odds if you switch?
No, Ben told
That's
them
not
that.
true, though, is it?
No, it is.
Oh, it is?
If you always
That's
switch,
the whole
you
premise of the
Yeah.
Monty Hall problem.
yeah. If you switch, you have a 2/3 chance of getting it.
Huh.
And it's really counterintuitive. Like, even famous mathematicians have said it's, at first,
So you should always
Disagree.
switch.
Always switch.
That's really interesting. But Dennis was saying that they do this Monty Hall problem in his probabilities class.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and Dennis came with the boxes, with the bins, and all the cut-up raffle things. Somebody spent a lot of time cutting up raffle
Walker
things.
did. He did. He did as many as he could yesterday.
Oh, good for Walker.
That was his job.
Yeah, well, everybody had their jobs, and right now you're not wearing your vest and tie, but you had your little Monty Hall outfit,
Mhm.
and Frost was the goat. That was his designated job. But then Frost wanted to play too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did everyone who wanted to play get to play?
Mhm.
Eric didn't get to play, but maybe he didn't want to. He was having fun doing whatever.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
So again, what's the name of the game?
Find the goat with Monty Hall.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 11.
And what class are you in?
Miss Wiki's class.
Okay, 6th grade, right?
Mhm.
All right. What did the kiddies play? That's what I want to know.
Hi, Tango.
Okay, that's it. Jeff, any closing words?
Nope.
Are you glad that you got to be a goat?
Yep.
Because when else in life are you going to be a goat anyway? That's it. That was your chance.
Yeah.
That's the end.